Okay, yes, it is January, and I am still have my tree. It's January 12th. I don't like to put my tree away. First of all, we didn't put it up until the weekend before, and it's pretty. I was gonna go outside and start this video, but then the neighbor stepped outside with her kid and get in the car, so I have 5 minutes till I technically have to leave. So I thought, I'll just wait, because I'm sort of like that. So I'm always talking about love and joy and light, and not everybody sees me that way in their life. Not everybody that's in my life, in my physical life, sees me as being one of these like love and light people all the time when I interact with them. So the last video that I just made that I want to work on tonight, it's sort of me having a revelation, like trying to shatter the paradigm of how I would relate to my siblings and mom, and my dad when he was still here alive and physically, and even some parts of how I relate to neighbors and other people in my life, and kind of trying to come to terms and find this happy balance where I feel satisfied with my social life, satisfied with the amount of time I spend with others, and feeling like the people that I love actually feel that, I genuinely love them. I genuinely want to spend time with them. I authentically let it be known through my physical actions and physical words, as well as my vibrations, that I really care about them. But having boundaries for myself that create my inner circle, my closest inner circle, and then like stepping out from that, and who I'm going to spend time with, and who I want to be with physically, and who I want to think about when they're not with me, and how I want to feel about people, and how I allow myself to feel. It's like something Abraham Hicks says that I really resonate with me was, you have to care about how you feel, and you have to not be okay. Well, if you're okay with feeling shitty, then you're going to feel shitty more often. So it's like, I have had a few less than joyful interactions with my neighbor lately, and I know a lot of it is because of me. I don't want to have a sort of close friendship with my neighbor, because then I'm going to feel like we're more like roommates. And even though it's a two-family house, I'm a very private person. Okay, here we are. It's raining. It's not that cold finally. Okay. I just wanted to make a quick video, although they never end up quick. Show a little of what's around under my red umbrella. So I think I made the point in the last two videos that I just made yesterday, my second part of my realization about, basically like having somewhat abusive childhood. Haha, not funny. And the people who were abusing me it's like they were coming from an abused place. This pretty little thing. So it's just about forgiveness. It's about forgiveness. It's about forgiveness. It's about moving on. It's about, so what I was trying to say is like, okay, like this, recognizing this, hi birdies, I do like you. I do have a big red umbrella. Recognizing the willingness to feel. I'm going to look away more than look at, probably, because I want to just make sure that ain't nobody look. Oh, damn, there's the okay, so I'm just going to pretend I'm having a conversation over here with myself. So, the willingness to feel shitty, the willingness to be annoyed. Like, I have found myself complaining mentally to myself a dozen times about my neighbors ringing my bell to tell me that I need to come shovel with her because she was shoveling at that particular moment, even though there's only one shovel. And so I'm doing it right now, but it's like, it's just this need to complain, like this need to feel bad, this willingness to focus on something that is annoying. It's over. It happened last week, and it's so inconsequential to me. And I've also been annoyed at, like, we have a shared a shared driveway, and so I'm always in because there's the bus, 5 minutes. I'm always parked inside because I don't use my van that much. Like, a couple times a week I do, and they use theirs every day. They have 2, sometimes 3 vehicles. So I guess the problem is that I have felt at the times when I really needed, most of the time it goes smooth, but there have been several, more than a handful times where I feel that they were selfishly inconsiderate. So this is, I talk about, when you want to spend time when you want to do what you want to do, people think you're selfish because you're not thinking of them and you're not considering them. And so you're selfish because you're not considering them. And I think that that's true. And I think it's okay to be selfish. But then there's also, like, the thing that balances that out. 22, look, catch 22. There's the house, number 22. Catch 22. You fucked if you do, you fucked if you don't. You're selfish if you... So, but the thing is, like, for me, my selfishness, my choice to be selfish is based on what I value and what I think is important to be considered, and other things I'm willing to sacrifice. So even in my values, there's a selfishness. So for example, the person who's coming home and pulls into their own driveway and doesn't consider that it's a shared driveway and it's not just theirs, and that the spot that's at the end is mine, and that if my car is not there, that means that I'm out, and most of the time it means I'll be back relatively soon because I don't usually go out for long bouts of time, and I've been here a year now. So it just comes to sort of like, we think that people should notice us and that they should consider us. And so for me, it's like the first few times that they did something, I expressed my displeasure, but more like, okay, this isn't going to work for me, so we need to come up with a solution. I provided a solution. So I guess it's just sort of like, ringing my doorbell to say something to me that you could say in a text. Like, so that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't want to have the kind of relationship with my neighbor where she thinks she can ring my doorbell whenever she wants to. My kids are coming on their bus. Yesterday I listened to a 1-hour talk with Tim Kelly, I believe his name was, and the 5 keys to connecting to your higher power. And I just tried one of them, which was to basically start a document and ask source. So first you have to connect with who you believe is your trusted source of higher power. Your guidance. And then you ask it a question and you listen to the answer, or you write the answer down. So I want to just continue what I was saying earlier. I was getting into this complaining mode about my neighbors. And I had gotten a little bit into it with my mom on the phone. My mom called and we were having a nice conversation. And at some point I stopped myself after a few minutes, but I got hooked into this conversation that I've been having with myself, which is complaining about the neighbor's behavior. And a dozen times or more, I have caught myself, that's a word me and my kids use. I caught myself doing it. I'm basically like I'm on this train of thought that's a negative thought, and at some point, after I've made several stops on this negative thought train, then I start to notice. So basically noticing like I'm on this thought train of negative thinking, and at some point catching myself and saying, oh wait, why am I allowing myself to repeat these negative thoughts? So, in any of these instances that I mentioned earlier, it happened in the moment. And then later, I started thinking about it and getting back into the vibration of this irritation, the vibration of irritation. It's like this thing I heard many years ago, and I had shared it with my sister, and it became this little joke for us for a little while, and then I forgot about it. It's like anytime you start to feel, I'm so annoyed, recognizing, like saying to yourself, instead of saying, I'm so annoyed, you say, I'm so annoying. And it's supposed to sort of stop you in your tracks and make you realize, wait, I'm annoyed, but I'm the one being annoying. I'm being annoying, which is why I'm annoyed. Or, being annoyed is annoying. So it's like what I'm saying about Abraham Hicks saying, care about how you feel. Like I said, care about what you care about. When you start having thoughts, you're taking the time to care. You're caring about it. You're giving it time, airtime, mental time, whatever. You're giving it space, So trying to make a practice out of this, think happy thoughts, feel happy feelings, and then it's not just the power of positive thinking, it's the law of attraction, but it's the way to put that into practice. I'm practicing. My practice for me is to say, when I notice things, don't keep looking at it from a negative point of view. Like, okay, so now I'm recognizing that, a sort of abusive, unhappy, very dysfunctional upbringing brought me to come to many coping mechanisms that are not necessarily helping me now. A lot of the times, the things that the coping mechanisms we adopt as children to get through whatever we're experiencing, we carry them into our adulthood when they no longer serve us. And, maybe in a very dysfunctional family life, there's certain coping mechanisms, ways of relating to people that I created as a way to protect myself, to feel safer. And now learning to say, you know what? I keep looking at this posted on the wall here. Love, 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 love. These are notes for myself. Love, love, love. Hearts, 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 hearts. Sexy friend, big, lovely, sexy beast. Love, 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 love. Hearts, 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 hearts. Love, 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 love. I just look at it because it feels good. Feeling good feels good. Feeling happy feels good. Thinking happy thoughts feels good. Noticing that I'm on the negative train, the vibration of irritation, and saying, wait, how did I accidentally transferred from my happy train of thought to my negative train of thought. And I need to stop right now and get off and cross the tracks and go back to my happy train, because that's where I want to go. That's where I want to head. So when I'm heading down the irritation station, vibration path, nope, ding, press the button. It stops instantly. Get off right there. Anywhere is a stop, a new stop, and immediately there's, it's like David Friedman in the Thought Exchange. In the sky is this infinite store of thoughts that are available to you 24/7. Of course, for no money. You can always exchange one thought for another. You can exchange an unhappy thought for a happy thought. I can say, why am I fucking letting myself get annoyed that my neighbor doesn't focus her considerate attention on me, or his considerate attention on me on a continual basis, and they make these selfish choices for themselves. And I could then go down on the irritation station vibration. But why? Why? So, I don't know if I would have the guts to read what I wrote, but maybe I'm going to read it, okay? Okay, I'm going to do that separately, but Kyle Cease said in one of his videos, you're this space where you don't need them to change or understand anything. I'm this space where there's love. I think about love and I let myself feel it here. And I really am practicing on creating this symbiotic, harmonic connection between my heart, magnetism, energy vibrating out into the universe around me that's saying love and peace and harmony and clarity. That's what life is all about. Feeling good, doing the things that you love, and enjoying your life. Not blaming others for being less than perfect and for not focusing their positive source energy attention upon you, but just focusing my non-physical vibrational source energy attention on things that I love, people that I love, qualities, and all of the beautiful things that exist right here, right now, in this very space that I'm sitting in. And same for you. Wherever you are at this moment listening to this, you have access to your own non-vibrational source energy being that is connected to love and joy. Always, 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 and always.